back to No Excuses, man. Welcome back to No Excuses. Katt. Oh man, we ain't got no song of the week this week, man. But you know what I'm saying? Not this week, man. But I look here, man. We ain't even trying to waste nobody's time. Let's get straight to it, man. Before we go any further, Fat, tell the folks what to do, man.
Man, like, comment, share, subscribe, man. Turn your post notifications on so you know when we post, man. Keep running us up. We trying to elevate.
Now I'm gonna say this here before we go any further and get deeper into it. As you can tell by the sound of my voice, man, I've been a little slightly under the weather all week. That's why I goddamn sound like this. But but nonetheless, man, we're gonna keep pushing, man. We're gonna get through it, man. So we can't goddamn, act like it didn't happen, Me and Fat did fourth quarter last week, man, and we talked about Alabama versus Michigan, and we said a whole bunch of shit that didn't age particularly well, So, man, unless you were living under a rock, you know that Michigan beat Alabama in the Rose Bowl on New Year's Day, 27-20 in overtime, sending Alabama home for the year, and Michigan advanced to the national championship, where they will play the Washington Huskies. We'll talk about that later. But, man, Katt, let's get into the Rose Bowl, man, and why Alabama lost. Your takeaway from the game, Alabama versus Michigan the other day. Give me your thoughts on it.
It was a physical brand of football. Michigan defense was a great defense for coming into this game. I already said Michigan, this is probably the best defense we was going to face all season. So I wasn't shocked with, them being able to get pressure on Milroe and kind of routed him up a little bit. I kind of saw that coming just because the simple fact that our offensive line has times where they look shaky. Sometimes they pick games they want to play. So
right.
It seemed like this year they picked games that they want to play. Michigan came out, man, and they played football. I think a lot of that was off of the fact of when that video surfaced of them showing that they were scared to play Alabama when they was found out Bama was the fourth spot in the playoffs.
The watch party video.
I think that kind of when Alabama seen that, I feel like they thought that was gonna kind of play a factor into this game, that they was gonna play to that being scared, and they came into this game and it was a completely different outcome. There was nothing like they thought there was. Like, they hit them with something they didn't think was gonna happen. Because with Bama, going into it, a lot of us was saying that Bama was gonna beat Michigan. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Michigan to beat Alabama. That's surprising. It really is, because then nobody really seen that for real, except for motherfuckers that went to Michigan. You know what I'm saying? But if an outsider looking in and saying who you think will win out of Bama and Michigan, majority of the people gonna say Bama. That's just what it is. Like, there's no knock to Michigan. I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, Bama can't help the pedigree that they didn't submitted and laid down for themselves. So.
Quick question. I'm gonna let you keep going. I got a quick question for you because I heard what you just said. So, do you think, in a way, Alabama underestimated Michigan?
I'm not gonna say.
Or do you think they didn't fully respect their opponent?
I ain't gonna say they underestimated. I'm gonna say they didn't respect them to the point where they thought that they could actually beat them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I felt like they didn't think that they was gonna go in there and destroy Michigan.
Right.
I think they thought that they could go in there and kind of half-ass and still find a way to win. Type shit, because they didn't think Michigan was gonna be ready, because they really thought Michigan was gonna be scared.
Right.
That's what I believe. You know what I'm saying? I think they took that into this game thinking that Michigan was gonna lay down because they seen that video. I think that played a lot into this game. I really do. And then Michigan came out and it was a rude awakening. Michigan was ready. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like, hell, in the beginning of the game, it seemed like we were scared. Hell, they was goddamn blitzing us and outmanning us and being more physical than we was. It just, the way that Alabama started off, man, it didn't look good. You know what I'm saying? It looked the way. So, Michigan, this is the same team they had the past, 2 or 3 years?
Yep.
They got experience with each other.
Going into the game, we all knew Michigan was the more experienced
team. You know what I'm saying?
We knew that.
And they'd have been this close every year trying to get to the championship, and they finally got over the hump, and they beat Alabama for it. You know what I'm saying? But this team ain't a spring chicken team. This team is experienced.
They've been together.
They've been together for a while, man.
Facts.
At least 3 years. They've been together. So they was more ready than we was, I say. I ain't got no excuse. This is what the show called. I ain't got no excuse at all. They went enough. They felt like they disrespected Michigan. We didn't take Michigan as serious as we should have, and they beat us. It happens. I just wish, you know what I'm saying, when Bama had the ball with them 3 or 4 minutes left, I just wish they could have, you know, when they got that 1st and 15, and it,
right.
You know what I'm saying, after that 1st 15, I wish we would have kept establishing the run because it felt like to me the run actually was working this game. But I feel like they tried to get away from it so fast, and I didn't think they need to abandon it that fast because that's what's keeping you in the game. Damn near can win you the game if you keep doing it, but I just felt like they was trying to, once again, trying to make Jalen Miro be this pocket presence that he don't have to be.
Right.
I feel like Tommy Reese, just Alabama was trying to send out a message to, I guess, Michigan and the whole college football world is, man, we don't need Miro to run around. He can beat you in the pocket. I mean, I don't have a complaint with a nigga. If he's winning me football games, I don't give a fuck with this nigga. If he can run the whole time, run that nigga. That's just how I feel. Like, I don't give a damn what an outsider say about this shit. If this shit winning you a game and got you this far, don't abandon that shit. I'm just big on that. Just don't abandon what got you. We did too much goddamn passing for me. All that goddamn passing, nigga. I don't mind the deep ball. It wasn't there. I ain't gonna lie. Michigan had that shit locked up, man.
Facts.
They had our receivers in the chokehold. Them niggas was on lock, man. The run was actually helping you, and you still abandoned it because you was trying to make this statement with Miro being a pocket passer. And eventually, man, that shit, it cost you, man. It just cost you.
I'm gonna say this, man.
But shout out to Michigan. Michigan, they played goddamn ball. They was ready.
I'm gonna say this, man, because I agree with the vast majority of what you just said. For me, man, the most disappointing part about the loss for Alabama is that I know for a fact Alabama played a good C-, C+ game and still should have won it. Mm-hmm. I think Alabama was the better football team. I still believe that. I can't argue that with nobody because we lost the game. And I know that comes off as being a bitter Alabama fan. So before I go any further, I will give credit to Michigan because I'm one of the people. I've been calling Michigan overrated. Yeah. At this point, they had Jim Harbaugh was 2-7 in bowl game. Had not won a playoff game. That wasn't me making something up. That was facts.
The take of you saying they're overrated.
That's not bad. It's facts, yeah. Right? So for me, I'm gonna say this, man. Reasons why Alabama lost the game. I'm finna get into it. Offensive game plan was terrible, and when I say it was terrible, you come out the first drive, man, and you take 2 sacks in the first drive trying to drop back pass. That ain't the way you want to draw it up. Yeah. Cool. Then Michigan muff a punt, you get on the board. Cool. Running game. Hey, what happens? We started off it felt like the 2 or 3 drives, man, trying to throw it on first down. Why? The running game was working. That's one thing for me. Another thing is that when we was on defense, they kept getting the matchup they wanted. They kept getting Blake Corum matched up one-on-one in passing situations with Deontay Lawson. He only caught 2 or 3 passes, but those were critical, huge passes that he caught. Blake Corum played a hell of a ball game. He did. That dude played a hell of a ball game, man. He been nice. He been good. Blake Corum would probably be in the NFL right now if he wouldn't miss a deal last year. Yeah. Like real time, Blake Corum, he that good, man. Yeah. So for me, I look at stuff like that. It's disappointing, man, because in the first half, man, the game plan was so terrible, and then in the second half, we go to our normal game plan. What got us to where we at? We started moving Miro in the pocket. We started running the ball outside the tackle. We started doing some QB pool or Jalen Miro in the run game. The offense was effective. It's moving. Yeah. It's moving. The first drive at the halftime, we come out, we driving the ball. We cross the 50. Seth McClellan, 2 bad snaps back to back, and drive over. Yeah. We shot ourselves. Alabama left too much meat on the ball. What do I always say? If you let a good team stick around long enough, they gonna find a way to beat you.
Yeah. I knew when Alabama punted the ball back to Michigan, I said, yeah, there's no way we win now. Because you had every opportunity on the table for you to go ahead and wrap it up. If you go up by 11 points, nigga, it's ball game.
And
it's over.
Seriously, what makes it even worse? What makes it even worse? As sloppy as I thought Alabama played throughout the vast majority of the game, right? Alabama had a chance to take control of the ball game in the fourth quarter.
They did.
They was up by 4, 17-13. Excuse me. With 5 or 6 minutes left, do we realize Alabama was up 17-13? They had 2 or 3 more possessions, and they never made stretch the lead to a two possession lead.
Never did.
They never did. Alabama led this ball game 17-13 with under 4 minutes left, and they did get it home. You had a lead, and you blew it. And the fucked up thing about it, Michigan was doing everything in their power to give Alabama the game.
Especially when the guy caught the ball on the
Michigan. Michigan, they muffed the punt.
Could have been a safety.
They muffed the punt, missed the extra point, missed another field goal. The other blunder on that other punt that was almost a safety, but it wasn't a safety.
Just think, man, if that guy would have got tackled, that would have been a safety.
Facts.
This opportunity just left on the table. The other muff shit, the nigga, the other dude did. I don't think we even capitalized on the shit, did we? It was another muff punt in that muff too.
The first muff punt we scored.
We did.
Jason McCullough scored.
That's right. Yeah, the one I'm talking about is the safety that was finna be a safety, but he didn't have his whole body in the back of his.
That was in the fourth quarter.
That was the fourth quarter. Yeah. We had some good opportunities.
Matter of fact, that was basically the end of regulation. Yeah. Because Michigan was gonna try to go for a drive there, but they were so far back they just took a knee up with the overtime. Yeah. That's what that was. Yeah. That's what that was. You left too much on left too much meat on the bone. It was too much meat left on the bone. You had every chance in the world to put that game away, but you didn't. Yeah. It what cost Alabama that game. Yeah. Then on top of that, it was a drive. It was a drive in the fourth quarter, if I ain't mistaken. I'm pretty sure it was in the fourth quarter. Well, they driving the ball. Alabama had a very bad fourth quarter, man. Well, I can say they played decent in the second half. They didn't slam the door shut because you got to remember you driving the ball. Jalen Milroe fumble, right? Now after Milroe fumble, that didn't lead directly to points because Michigan. That's when they missed the field goal. Yeah. But nonetheless, that's at least time Bama could have killed off the clock. Yep. That's at least time they could have killed off the clock.
And he fumbled that ball because he was indecisive.
Right.
You want to throw, you want to run, you want to throw, you want to run. If you got the ball, bro, and you see nobody's there, tuck the ball and just run.
Yeah, a lot of what
take what the defense give you.
A lot of what they did the other day, man, was extremely uncharacteristic. I didn't understand what Alabama was trying to do.
Man, Jalen Milroe had so many opportunities to scramble in that game, it wasn't even funny.
Exactly.
He just sat there and took sacks, just being indecisive. Like, fam, you got this green grass in front of you, man. You run a 4.4. You 6'2", 6'3", 230 so. Man, if you don't goddamn get this goddamn 5 or 6 yards, man, come on, man. Instead of just getting there and getting sacked. You know what I'm saying? Some of that was the offensive line. Some of that shit, Miro be holding the ball too long.
Now, the only reason I'm gonna say the other day, I didn't.
He wasn't that sharp. He wasn't that sharp the other day.
No, he wasn't, and I didn't agree with the game plan because after you get sacked twice in the first drive, I don't understand why we keep running this straight drop back pass game. To me, that's coaching. That's coaching. Yeah. Like, no, when you said Michigan defensive backs had Alabama wide receivers on lock, part of that's coaching. Yeah. Because you sitting up here trying to run all these long, deep developing, long passing routes. Yeah. Michigan blitzing against Georgia. When Georgia started blitzing that fourth quarter, what did Alabama do? Miro, Isaiah Bond drags over the middle. That's how you had the long drive. Yeah. They didn't call none of that.
They didn't do none of that. They didn't do the little...
Everything they trying to throw was
they didn't do the little seam, the tight end seam.
None of that.
The tight ends, did the tight ends even get the ball the whole game?
I think Amari Noblet caught one ball. CJ Dupree caught one ball. If I'm mistaken.
No tight end use. And they say that's what Tommy Reese specializes in. Tight ends. That's what they said.
Tommy Reese had a rough Monday night.
Yeah. He did.
He had a rough Monday night. Tommy Reese was bad.
His play call was
Tommy Reese was bad.
And Miro didn't make it no better.
No,
bad too.
No. So that's a fact. Yeah. That's a fact, man. We That defense played too good to lose that.
Yeah.
Defense
kept you in it. Because to be honest with you, if the defense didn't look like shit, you probably would have got blown out. Because the first half was awful.
For real.
The first half was the offense in the first half was awful. We couldn't get none going. We was going 3 and out every damn position.
Seriously, man, I thought
in a row.
In the second half, man, it seemed like whenever Alabama started to pick up rhythm, because they played way better offensively in the second half than the first half.
Yeah.
When they picked up rhythm in the second half, man, it was very timely, self-inflicted wound that destroyed drive.
And in the fourth quarter, why did you abandon 22? He was a spark.
Yes.
McClellan, said he was hot back. He was the best back. But when you bought 22 and he bought that spark in there,
he did.
He
played well.
Why did you abandon it? You should have kept doing it. Keep running him. The run game was there. Why you quit running the ball? You should have kept running the ball, man. So you got away from it too bad.
What you think about the last play? The 4th and 3.
I think, man, if the snap would have been there and it would have been able to have time to develop, it may have not been bad, but the snap was so goddamn bad, man. It make it look away. It make it look like, nigga, what the fuck? Y'all ran a quarterback drop on 4th and 3 on the 3-yard line.
I'm gonna tell you something.
On the 4-yard line.
I'm gonna tell you something. This one, you get physically dominated in a ball game, right? That's how you know.
Yeah.
When you got the lead, 20-13, it's a minute 34 seconds left, and Michigan scored. Yeah. Right. We was all thinking Harbaugh gonna go for 2. Yeah. When they kicked the extra point, you know what they telling you? We dominate y'all up front. We don't mind going to overtime with y'all. Because when you the team get dominated, we got to try to win it right now, man. We don't know if we can stand up any longer. That's how you know Michigan was dominating the ball game in the trenches, man. The 4th down play, initially I thought it was some of the stupidest shit I ever seen in my life, right? Then I went back and I saw how the play was executed. I get what Tommy Reese was trying to do. Yeah. I'm not going to kill him for the call. Do I agree with running that play in that situation? No. It wasn't as egregious a call as I made it out to be when I initially watched.
I just would have liked to see if the snap was on time and on point.
Right.
What it could have been. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying the play was the best play. I probably would have did something different. I know I would have did something different, but
because honestly, the snap
fucked it all.
The snap being off, the play was already dead. J.C. Latham got blown up in the backfield. Like the play was dead from the word. After the snap, man, that was it. So to see people try to put that play right down Miro is insane to me. It's insane to me, man. It's insane to me. You can't put that last one on it.
That ain't no Miro.
That last one ain't on it. The real deal, man.
Had to catch the ball from way
real deal, man. Real deal. In that second half, outside of that goddamn bad fumble he had, I thought Miro played decent.
Think about it, whenever you coming down, you got to come up.
Play over.
This time for the defense to key on you.
Yeah, the play is over.
This time for goddamn, you know what I'm saying?
The play over.
By the time you take a step, you fucked up.
Yeah, the play over.
Shit, you done.
You ain't got no chance.
You dead from the word. You done, bro. So that play had no time to develop because they had shit. The snap, then goddamn J.C. Latham got backed all the way back to Jalen Miro.
Yeah, play was dead.
Man, you did.
Play was dead from the jump. Real deal. It wasn't real deal, man. It wasn't Bama day. It wasn't Bama day. No. It wasn't. When in the 4th quarter, man, when J.J. McCarthy, real deal, when he caught that goddamn pass that got through to him from behind him, he spun around and threw it and hit a wide open man. When Turner hit him, I said, yeah, this is gonna be one of them kind of days. In the 4th quarter, that pass he hit Roman Wilson on him that set up the touchdown. I think the touchdown might have been the next play if I ain't mistaken. When he threw that pass, Deontay Lawson tipped that pass. He tipped it. That's how the ball is going to get to Michigan. If he don't tip that pass, man, that bitch going over his head. Malachi Moore finna pick that off. Ball game. It was one of them days, man, where the football gods smiled upon Michigan. They was 0-2 in the playoffs, 3rd time the charm. Real deal. We talking this like we're so surprised about this, but we have to remember too. Michigan was the 1 seed. Michigan was the favorite. small favorite, but the favorite nonetheless.
Yeah.
So the fact that the whole world is shocked that the college football playoff national championship is the 1 and the 2 seed, the two teams that went into this tournament undefeated, it shouldn't be that big of a goddamn surprise. It shouldn't be. Now, transitioning from the Rose Bowl to the national championship, who you like out of Michigan and Washington?
Man, when I'm looking at these two teams, man, it's two totally different, complete different styles of play. Washington, they a high-powered offense. They really want to outscore you. You know what I'm saying? Michael Penix, man, he very elite quarterback, accurate, hell of a pocket presence. He got the receivers to go get it. They play calling excellent. I love the way they they use their offense. Penix, if it weren't for Jay Daniels having just a magnificent season, he probably would have won the Heisman. But Michigan on the other side, you look at the defensive physicality, man, just a well-rounded. I think Michigan a more well-rounded team besides, what I'm saying, just Washington the better offense because they got the better quarterback and the better receiver. But Michigan a more well-rounded team.
Right.
So, Michigan will probably be the safest pick because, they just beat us, and then, like I said, they're a complete team.
They favor by 4.5. By the way,
they're a complete team. But me saying that, Washington ain't no pushover either, man. Washington got a good football team. Michael Penix Jr. is the real deal. He got receivers that's going to get it, and their defense may not be the best in the world, but they still know when they need to. They done done that all year. They may not be the best defense in the world, but they got them stand up when they need to. In that game against Texas could have won that game. Shit, they stood up. They did. They stood up at the end.
I'm waiting for you to give your pick.
My pick. I like Washington. I think Washington gonna make Michigan play that game. I think Michigan go out to score more than 27 to win. I do. I think Washington offensively is better than Alabama.
No, that ain't debatable.
I do.
All right, I'm gonna say this, man.
I think they got the better quarterback, and vastly, they got the best, better receivers.
Facts.
To me, you know what I'm saying, this year anyway.
I'm gonna say this, man. And
I can see Washington upset Michigan.
I'm gonna say this, and I can say it now because you remember the other day when we talked about the Texas Washington game a couple weeks ago, and I picked Washington to beat Texas, and a lot of people had Texas to win the game. And my reason for going with Washington, I'm gonna be honest, man. As an Alabama fan, we was gonna be mad as hell with our defense playing Washington next week. I'm gonna tell y'all that now.
Yeah.
Michael Penix the real deal.
Yeah.
Michael Penix is like this version, like this right now it's time's version of Deshaun Watson. He the real deal. He the real deal, man. And he gonna put up points. It's gonna be tough to start Washington because they not gonna be able to. Michigan ain't gonna be able to overload and just free blitz and free running for the running. Just tell Michael Penix to let it did Jalen Milroe. The starter, Washington offensive coordinator, gonna call a better game than Tampa Reese did. For two, Michael Penix got way too much experience to get the ball in his hand because he knows how to set his protection. He know where the blitz coming from. He know how to hot raise receiver. He know to go with the football. The dude was surgical, man. Michael Penix is the real deal. So I don't want to come off as the people that's mad because Michigan beat Alabama. No, I can kill this. I'm not a Michigan hater.
I lost. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no Michigan.
I can kill this about that.
I'm just calling it how I'm seeing it.
I sincerely think Washington is going to win the football.
Because I think a lot of y'all motherfuckers probably think Michigan is going to go ahead and just dominate Washington.
No.
That's what I think.
No.
I think majority of y'all probably thinking that in y'all head because Michigan beat Alabama.
Washington more physical.
Alabama had chances to beat Michigan. They just didn't take the chances.
Real deal,
They didn't take the opportunity.
real deal. Alabama should have won that ball.
They should have won. As bad as Alabama played, they should have won the game. It might sound like a broken record, but it's true. I mean, Michigan didn't do nothing that spectacular on offense. They did the same shit, really. With Blake Corum coming out the backfield catching the ball. That shit was just, it was there for them all night because they matched him on Deontay Lawson.
Michigan had,
you found your mismatch with it.
Michigan had 23 yards offense in the third quarter.
Michigan offensively ain't. Come on, man. They ain't that surgical offense.
I'm going with the better quarterback.
Yeah, I think Washington gonna beat Michigan. I do.
I'm going Washington.
I like Peters.
I ain't really got no score or nothing for it, but I like Washington.
I just think in today's game, in the way the game played now, man, if you got a great quarterback and great receivers, man, you got a chance. I just believe in it. You got a great chance.
The Michigan Washington game for the Alabama fans that's watching this, or when they see this, rather, it's gonna look a lot like LSU versus Alabama did this year.
Yeah.
Right? Well, you come in, but see the difference between that is Washington defense better than LSU was.
It is.
And Washington offense is on the same level as LSU.
It is.
It's on that level.
It is.
Washington, they put up points,
They
man.
put up points.
And they're a more physical football team than people give them credit for. Yeah. I like Washington to win the game.
I like Washington too.
I'm gonna go with Washington.
I like Washington too. Penny's the real deal, man.
Yeah.
Penny's the real deal. Only reason why Penny's didn't win the Heisman, I just told you, Jay Daniels. If this nigga didn't goddamn look like Michael Vick, hell, with the Falcons on LSU. Come on, man.
No, you got to
come on. Michael Penny's been the best quarterback besides Jay Daniels all season.
That's a fact. And
it's not close. I don't even know how it's debatable. It's Daniels and Penny. It's been that all year. It's been that all year. And I just think, man, it's gonna be too much of that for them, man. Michigan, offensively, Washington offensively posed a more threat offensively than Alabama did this year. Because they, like I said, they got the receivers, they go get it, and they got the better quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Bama fan, but Miro ain't on Peter's level right now.
No shit.
He ain't on that level.
You got that. Michael Peter's like a fifth year senior.
Yeah. Miro got time to be, you know what I'm saying?
To develop.
Sure. But Peter's the real deal, man. He's the real deal. So I like Washington. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I like Washington. I do.
All right, so we got one last thing, man, before we gonna wrap this episode up, because it's kind of, you know, what's trending in the world today. If y'all watch Club Shay, which Shannon Sharp podcast, Katt Williams went on there. I don't know when this was taped, but it came out yesterday. What was it? It came out January the 3rd. It came out yesterday, and Katt Williams had a lot to get off his chest, man. He fired at a lot of people. Ricky Smiley, Steve Harvey, Kevin Hart, Cedric the Entertainer, Chris Tucker. I think Ludacris caught some goddamn shots in there somewhere. Who else did he fire at, man? He fired at a lot of goddamn people, man. Let me.
All the motherfucker he ain't fired on was me and Q.
Yeah, he fired at everybody though, man. So this some of what he said about Steve Harvey right here. Let me see, can I get some audio? Man? He Katt Williams snapped on that motherfucker yesterday, man.
Yeah, he did. Oh, you can tell that shit was built up. He been waiting to say shit.
He been waiting to get that off his chair. Katt Williams.
His whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business, and it's a man unit. Then you ask it, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same Negro that hated on Bernie with this same thing. I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good over KB and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none. You would have to have one.
That's what he was talking about with Steve Harvey. I wouldn't play more of it, but that's the gist of it. So let me ask you, man. Right? What you think about Katt Williams on Club Shay, man? Did you saw the whole thing?
Yeah, I
okay.
See that's long as it 2 hours. But most of the stuff he said, like I say, man, was true. You know what I'm saying? Cause I do feel like Steve was trying to hate Bernie Mac out. You know what I'm saying? They probably thought initially Bernie Mac was gonna be like, just put him out there. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be as big as, you know what I'm saying, me or Cedric or whatever. But half of the shit he was saying, it made a lot of sense, man. It really did. I felt like he might have been, you know, sounding a little jealous or whatever, but jealousy, it can have truth in it. You know what I'm saying? He has truth in what he said, but what I got from it is he was basically saying like he didn't want to sell himself to, you know, get to where they at. He didn't want to sell himself out to the white man, or, you know what I'm saying, have to do this, sacrifice this to do this, which, you know, he stand on what he stand on, you know what I'm saying? But most of the shit, to me, that shit was just funny as hell. I was laughing at that shit most of the shit.
Katt, he's gonna tell you, it's Katt Williams.
Yeah, man. Most of the stuff he said was true, but I think with the Kevin Hart shit, I think it's a little bit more jealous of them.
I played a lot of characters, 60 movie roles.
A little bit more jealous of them, man, because he felt like, you know what I'm saying, he should be bigger than Kevin Hart, which I do agree with, because I think, you know, just my opinion, I think Katt Williams is, you know, funnier and, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. But Katt Williams gotta look at him, man. You didn't play your cards like you supposed to play them, man. You was in and out of jail, shit like that. You know, the white folks, they look at that shit a certain way, man. So you messed yourself up out of that one. But the stuff he said, he had a reason to say what he said. Him being mad, I understand it, because he felt like he should be bigger than what he is, and I agree with it. But hey.
So do you think he was hating on any of the people that he was talking about?
I think he was mostly hating on Kevin Hart. I do. I think he was mostly hating on Kevin Hart. I really do.
Oh, man.
Hey, Greg, Rena here. Want to show me the problem with the machine?
Get some audio with what he's saying about
in 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to L.A. and in his first year in L.A. he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is? Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words. He just did his documentary with Chris Rock where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast. Yeah, it was. So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing? It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies, but Jussie Smollett gonna keep lying until you say we don't believe you. Like, it's important in the checks and balances of the universe that liars not get to make complete narratives for themselves. Are you not afraid about being blackballed again?
So he called Kevin Hart. You know what the industry plan is?
Yeah, like somebody that's in the game that make it seem like they ain't got sources to these big brands, but they really, you know what I'm saying, they know the game, but they try to play dumb like they don't know.
Or that's part of it. Like, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna name somebody else that a lot of people consider to be a industry plant. A lot of people have referred to Bow Wow as the first industry plant in hip hop, because he got on when he was so young. He was well connected, you know, back then.
Yeah, like well connected and
JD
like
and stuff like that right there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this here, man. And I'm a fan of Katt Williams and Kevin Hart, by the way. But to stay Kevin Hart as an industry player, it's cap. It's cap. It's cap because you can go back and watch all them old Kevin Hart stand-ups when he was old, goddamn, them shits like Comic View and all that stuff. Kevin Hart, being an industry player for starters, you still gotta put the work in.
Yeah, you do. No matter how
it don't matter how planted you are. Kevin Hart had to be funny to pop to do everything he's done.
You can have all the resources, but if you're not funny, you're just not funny.
Like, you can't be a successful comedian and not be funny.
Yeah.
Just because, and remember, somebody being funny, that's a subjective thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just because somebody ain't funny to you,
it's different kind of funny.
There's different kinds of funny in the world, man. Yeah. But real deal, when you listen to Katt Williams talk about Kevin Hart, man, a lot of that shit to me come off as hate. Yeah. It come off as hate because you got to remember, around this certain time, man, Katt Williams at one point was the next big thing in comedy. But for whatever reason, he went through whatever he went through. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say it was drugs. He say on him, he ain't never been on no damn drugs.
I'm just going to say it was him going in and out of jail.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was, you know what I'm saying, back and forth to goddamn jail and stuff like that right there. And it derailed where his career was headed towards. So Kevin Hart took that baton and ran. Yeah. And he never gave it back. Yeah. Like, regardless of who you think funnier between Katt Williams and Kevin Hart, that's an opinion thing. There's no opinion. Kevin Hart has had the better career, by far not close. Yeah. Yeah. And I think deep down, it's more people think Katt Williams is funnier than Kevin Hart. Yeah. Like, Katt Williams definitely got the people. He the people's channel, right? But so Katt Williams, no, he's funnier than Kevin Hart. Yeah. But Kevin Hart got the career that Katt Williams feel like he should have had. Yeah. That's why whenever he speaks on it, you can't speak on that without coming off as being a hater. Yeah. Regardless of if he's really trying to be a hater or not, yeah. it spews out of it. Yeah. It does. Now the whole him,
it's like I say, it's extra with Kevin Hart because I feel like Katt Williams feel like
Kevin Hart stole his career.
Yeah, the one that the career Kevin Hart got, Katt Williams feel like that should be him. You know what I'm saying? He should be the guy getting these big movie roles and having these documentaries and all this kind of stuff. He wish he was that.
Facts.
Which, you know,
Kevin Hart stole
him being jealous and being bitter.
I understand. He stole Katt Williams' career, man.
I understand.
He stole Katt Williams' career. Yeah. You know, and then some of the stuff Katt was saying, man, I mean, it was a damn good interview, man. I found a lot of that shit to be funny. Because, you know, Katt Williams, you know how Katt Williams talk, man. That shit funny as hell, man. But some of the stuff Katt was saying, man, wasn't 100% the truth either. Yeah. It wasn't 100% the truth either because whenever he was saying stuff about, he had 5 movies that Kevin Hart did was on his desk before Kevin Hart did them. But the 5 movies, he didn't want to do them because he didn't want to display homosexuality in the movies or whatever. He didn't want to play a gay character, and basically some of the word right. So this is my question. What movie did Kevin Hart play a gay character?
Yeah. But didn't Katt Williams play a gay character?
What more homosexual character has Kevin Hart played than Katt Williams on First Sunday, the choir director?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Wasn't that a gay role?
If it wasn't, it was second cousin to it. Yeah. And we're not homophobic, by the way. That's what Katt Williams said.
That's what Katt was saying. Yeah.
So I did that part. I'm glad to tell you, it said you got a cap. Yeah. That said you got a cap. Yeah. Man, he said he read 3,000 books at 8 years old, man. That's cap. Yeah. That's cap. That's you lying, fam. Yeah. That's a lie. Yeah. He said he run a 4.4 at the age of 52 years old, man. That's a lie. Yeah. Everything he said with the same straight face. So I'm not. A lot of what he said is very well facts. Don't get it twisted. There's some lies in there. Yeah. But don't. But I don't like how he tried to knock Kevin Hart come up. Yeah. Kevin Hart was on Wild 'N Out, just like Katt Williams did Wild 'N Out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like to say he was a plant, like he ain't put the work in, man. And that's how Kevin Hart got the way he was at. Hell, he kept putting all that goddamn shit out. You got to give him his just due, man. Whether you like it
I know what industry playing.
Yeah, you know whether
a lot of people say that about some of them big name people that they industry plant. Because they had this resource to this,
like,
this resource to that.
Prime example. Currently today, they say Ice Spice is an industry plant.
Yeah. Because of Nicki and all these other.
Or not even that.
Not
man,
just Nicki, but
an industry plant in itself. It ain't all on who you know or who you connected with. Is you having the look or you having the something and then the money, the people get behind you and push you to the people.
Yeah.
Like somebody that kind of blow up overnight.
Because you will look at Ice Spice, she a red bone, big booty, good looking girl. She gonna appeal just because of the way she look.
Correct.
She get sex appeal. She a good looking girl.
Oh.
So the music can be mid. You motherfuckers still gonna buy it because you want to see her in videos and shit. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't know, man. I thought that Katt Williams interview, that shit was gold.
Yeah.
That shit was
That was good.
Shannon Sharp dropped them on like that shit was gold, man. That whole interview.
Yeah.
And don't get it twisted, man, because I'm a bigger Katt Williams fan than everybody else is. But the thing about it, I don't let the fan in me. I can see through certain things.
Yeah.
I know hate when I see hate. Some of that's hate. I don't give a damn how y'all trying to slice it. Some of that was hate, man.
Yeah.
But guess what? It's cool.
Yeah. Like I say, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with hate, man. Shit.
What would this world be without hating? There's gonna be hating everywhere. Hating is gonna happen. It's just what it is, man. Nigga, you can be winning, be successful. No motherfucker still gonna hate on you. Nigga hate on you when if you broke, they gonna hate on you.
Real deal. He had a thing with Cedric the Entertainer stole his joke. Apparently, some of the joke. It's an old ass joke. And Cedric the Entertainer said that he did the joke back when he was on the Kings of Comedy, and that was when the Kings of Comedy came out.
2000.
When Kings of Comedy came out?
Years 2000.
Like what? 98, 99?
I thought it came out in 2000.
I know I think it came out in 98, man. I think I heard some different things say.
Oh.
The point is that being a comedian, they all bite jokes off each other any goddamn way.
Yeah.
That ain't just a Cedric the Entertainer, Katt Williams.
Yeah, they bite. They take a little pinch off this from that, and just make their own twist. But it be the same joke. It's just, instead of them using, like he say, a spaceship, he use a car. You know what I'm saying? It's the same joke. It's just different shit they use. They try to put a little different plot twist in it, but it'll be the same goddamn shit for real.
But you know,
there's a lot of them that do that.
You know, man, like real deal, a lot of them goddamn comedians don't like each other though. Yeah. You gotta think. You gotta think, man. Being a comedian is more of a solo act. Yeah. Like you seen Kings of Comedy, Steve Harvey, Bernie Mac, Cedric the Entertainer, D.L. Hewlett, but like now you got 85 South with DC, Chico, and Carlos Miller. But how many comedy groups have you ever seen?
How many?
There's a reason for that. You know? Because being a comedian, the spotlight is on you.
Yeah. I don't see that. But like I say, man.
And it's crazy because they're the funny people.
Yeah, but like I say, man, it's a hater everywhere, man.
Facts.
Shit, that's just that's sports, comedy. Actors hate on actors. It's just
facts.
It's what it is.
It's competition.
It's competition. All of it is competition. That's how they look at it. Overall, you know, most of the stuff that Katt Williams said was.
Look at the interviews. I enjoyed it, man. I
enjoyed it.
I might watch it again.
Yeah.
I might watch this shit again.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that was a good interview.
This shit was good, man. Damn sure entertainer. He dropped a bunch of gems in it too, man. Talking about how shit go in Hollywood and all that stuff like that right there. And the thing about it, man, Katt Williams the people champ, so everything he say, everybody gonna eat up. Yeah. You know that, man. Katt Williams, yeah. There's probably more people that like Katt Williams than that like Kevin Hart. Yeah. Just more as a person.
Yeah.
Katt Williams, though, man.
Because a lot of motherfuckers probably look at Kevin Hart like a sellout.
Facts.
You know
that's basically what Katt Williams was called. Them niggas was sellouts.
Yeah. He more appealing to the white people and shit. He got white people behind him and shit like that.
Yeah, but the thing
that's how he what I get from the interview.
Facts.
That's basically what he said.
But the thing is, even with Katt Williams got a lot of white fans.
Yeah. They do.
White folks love Katt Williams.
Yeah.
You remember they got them tonight? We're getting
yeah.
White people love Katt Williams, man.
Yeah. But that's how he look at it. I'm just saying.
Fact.
His perspective, how he look at it.
I'm telling you, a lot of that shit is, man. Kevin Hart crossed over and he just got bigger than Katt Williams did.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that Drake and Kanye thing.
Yeah.
Like Kanye, you know what I'm saying? Drake was the young nigga coming up. Drake blew up and passed him. Now he got beef with Drake.
Yeah.
You no longer a competitor. Nigga, you real deal competition.
Yeah.
You're a rival.
Yeah.
That's all that is, man.
What happened?
Man, get in the comments, man. Get in the comments, man. First off, let us know who you think will win the national championship. I got Washington. You got Washington.
I got Washington. We didn't give me the score for this.
Nah, I ain't got no. I ain't really got no. I ain't got no score. I just got Washington winning, man. I give a score. I'm gonna go Washington, man. I'm gonna go Washington. 35-31 Washington.
I got it. 38-35 Washington. Washington wins on the field goal.
Okay.
38-35.
Yeah. Man, that's gonna wrap this episode right here up, man. You got anything else?
That's it. I ain't got nothing else, man.
Yeah, man.
Like, comment, share, subscribe. Keep running us up.
We
No
out,
excuses.
man.
We out.
And we out. That bitch supposed to be playing for that goddamn Natty.